Hello everyone. So now we will start with module 2. In module 2 there are two chapters. One is balancing of rotating masses and the other one is balancing of reciprocating masses. Okay. So here in this chapter, that is balancing of rotating masses, we will learn the different types of balancing and how the balancing is carried out. Okay. So the main contents of this chapter are introduction, where you will be learning about the basic concepts of balancing, what is balancing and why is balancing necessary, and what happens if balancing is not done in a proper manner, and balancing of single rotating mass by a single mass rotating in same plane, balancing of a single rotating mass by two masses rotating in different planes, balancing of several masses rotating in several planes same plane, sorry, balancing of several masses rotating in same plane, and balancing of several masses rotating in different plane. So these are the contents of the chapter. Okay, so now we'll start with the introduction part. Introduction. So balancing, so many components that we use in our day-to-day life, the machineries, engine components, so they have both rotating and reciprocating masses. Okay, so what happens if these rotating masses are not balanced in a proper manner? Okay, so what happens in general if these rotating masses are not balanced properly? Unwanted vibrations are set up in the components. This leads to the damaging of the components. Okay, so there are many examples wherein we take the example of balancing of rotating masses, rotating of a shaft. So the simple example is your wheel balancing. So there also balancing is done in order to uh, maintain sufficient balance in the vehicle. So you can just have a look at the high speed of engines and other machines is a common phenomenon nowadays. It is therefore very essential that all the rotating and reciprocating parts should be completely balanced as far as possible. So what happens if it is not balanced properly? We'll have a look at here. If these parts are not properly balanced, the dynamic forces are set up. These forces not only increase the loads on bearings and stresses in the various members, but also produced unpleasant and even dangerous vibrations. So as I explained, if these components are not balanced properly, unwanted vibrations and unpleasant vibrations are set up in the body, which increase the load on the bearing and stresses, and it leads to the damage. So what do we discuss? In this chapter, we shall discuss the balancing of unbalanced forces caused by rotating masses. So we'll just see how to balance the unbalanced forces which are set up in a component. So see, now coming to the definitions. Whenever a certain mass is attached to a rotating shaft, it exerts some centrifugal force whose effect is to bend the shaft and produce vibrations on it. So as I explained in the previous slide, whenever some mass is attached to rotating shaft, what happens? It exerts some centrifugal force. The centrifugal force is exerted in outward direction. So what is the effect of this centrifugal force? The effect is to bend the shaft and to produce the vibrations in it. So in order to prevent the effect of centrifugal force, another mass is attached to the opposite side of the shaft at set up position so as to balance the effect of centrifugal force of the first mass. So how is balancing done? So in order to counteract the effect of the centrifugal force which is caused by the disturbing mass, one more mass is attached in the opposite direction of the shaft so that it will be balanced correctly. So where this has to be attached and which angle it has to be attached, it will be done by calculation method. Okay, so now what is balancing? You came to know the concepts. Now the actual definition of the balancing. This is done in such a way that the centrifugal force of both the masses are made to be equal and opposite. The centrifugal forces are made equal and opposite. Now, what is the definition of balancing of rotating mass? See, the process of providing the second mass in order to counteract the effect of centrifugal force of the first mass is called balancing of rotating masses. So the whole concept I have explained to you. So here, if they ask in the exam, what is balancing and why is balancing necessary, you have to explain all these concepts. Okay, you can just have a look at the video here how the balancing is done. So this is before balancing. You can see unwanted noises, vibrations and all. So this is after balancing. The shaft is in complete balance. So how the balancing is done, you can just have a look here.
We're at 215 RPM. So I'm going to read it now. It's going to tell us how much it's shaking.
So in the previous video, you just saw how the balancing is done. So they did some set of calculations and they calculated the balancing masses where to fix it and all. Okay, and they set up the system such that it is in complete balance. So the following cases are important from the subject point of view. So from the subject point of view, these are the 4 cases which you will be learning. First one is balancing of single rotating mass by a single mass rotating in same plane. So here one derivation is there that you will be learning. Balancing of single rotating mass by 2 masses rotating in different planes. Here also one derivation is there that you will be learning. Balancing of different masses rotating in same plane. Here also one derivation is there and some problems are there. And the last one is balancing of different masses rotating in different planes. So here also, so this last one is very important from the exam point of view. So here problems will be asked here for 20 marks completely. Okay, so this whole chapter majority of the problems here what we do is graphical method. So it is very easy to score in this chapter. Okay, so as I explained this, as I told you, these are the 4 cases that we will be learning from your exam point of view. Okay, thank you.